Hey guys, today's lost sector is Sepulcher in the Throne World. There's 3 barriers and 1 unstoppable. To do a real quick build review, I'm going to be using Gathering Storm with Gambler's Dodge to get my melee back when I dodge near enemies, Triple Jump, Combination Blow so that I can stack my melee damage, Skip Grenades because they're enhanced by my Shinobu's Vow exotic, Flow State, when I defeat a jolted target I get amplified, Lethal Current, it allows me to stun overloads with my melee, and it also allows me to stun unstoppables that are jolted when I melee them. Spark of Resistance, for when I'm surrounded I get increased resistance. Spark of Feedback, if I get meleeed I'll melee back harder, and 10 Resilience is nice. Spark of Ions, defeating a jolted target creates an Ionic Trace. And Spark of Shock, your arc grenades jolt targets. That allows us to stun overloads with our grenades. It also allows us to jolt an unstoppable and then melee them with our Lethal Current aspect to stun the unstoppable. For weapons, I'm going to be using an auto rifle for the barriers. Salvager Slavo as just a general workhorse weapon for ad clear. It's helpful because it's demolitionist, and we're going to be using a grenade melee hybrid build. Leviathan's Breath for the unstoppables as well as boss damage. Moving on to the artifact, the important ones being Thunder's Retort. Makes our super deal more damage when we are amplified or critical. Electric Armor, we gain increased damage resistance when amplified. Lightning Strikes twice. After throwing a grenade, we get increased grenade recharge for a short time. And Shock and All. Arc Final Blows while you are amplified. Summon a burst of lighting that damages and jolts targets. Moving on to the mods. We have a Ashes to Assets and a Hands On. Since it's a hybrid build, we want 2 different sources of super energy, as well as an Arc Siphon, since our workhorse weapon is an arc weapon. Firepower and Heavy Handed for orb generation. We will also be getting orbs because of Powerful Attraction. When we use our dodge to get our melee back, we will pick up all the orbs that we just generated. This is nice because it will fuel emergency reinforcement, but it will also provide the effects of recuperation and better already. We will also get armor charge from elemental charge due to the amount of ionic traces we will be generating. The exotic of choice, again, is Shinobu's Vow. Alright, moving on to the lost sector. To start off with this room, I'm just going to throw both my skip grenades. This room is going to have 1 barrier and 1 hive guardian in it. Chuck your grenades when you have them. We're going to try to kill just about everything in here before we attack the barrier. If you play on the other side of the room, you shouldn't be too big of a threat. Spend some time cleaning everything up. Once this next Acolyte dies, we'll have the Hive Guardian. 2 Leviathan's Breaths will kill this. Right through this doorway, there's going to be another barrier. I'm just going to toss both my nades. He's going to run for me. There's going to be 1 unstoppable in this room. It's random what side he's on. Once the unstoppable dies and we kill some of the ads in here, there's going to be a hunter version of the Hive Guardians to spawn in. I'm just going to shoot Leviathan's Breath at him too, because I know we don't need much for the boss fight. Finish off these acolytes. There's usually a few stragglers. Refresher amplified in here, that's important. Throw your super at the boss. Shoot 1 to 2 Leviathan's Breaths at it. Then the barrier will spawn in on one of the two sets of stairs. It's random. Once you kill him, that's all there is to it. Happy farming.